right now the JJWC is still of the position that it's not the right solution to this kind of problem. You cannot punish your way out of a school shooting or any kind of violence if you just look at the yung age threshold. Kanina may mga discussions tayo doon before, not in this show, but there had been discussions about comparing it to the Columbine shooting. We should take a lesson from that kasi if you look at the Columbine shooting, actually the minimum age of criminal responsibility there was at that time in 1990, that was in 1990, I think April of 1990, it was just 10 years old. But it didn't prevent the kids, actually one kid and one adult, to do the mass shooting in the Columbine High School. So dapat ang titingnan natin dito is, alam mo yon yung what are the half of the solution is finding the right problem to solve. So ano ba talaga yung problema dito? So let's look at the root causes of violence. And I don't think it's because of the minimum age of criminal responsibility. In fact, yung Colorado ngayon, they raised their minimum age of criminal responsibility to 13 years old. And they were the ones who experienced the Columbine shooting. So we think na it's not going to deter just by punishment. You have to look into the root causes of the violence.
I would liken this also to the argument to bring back the death penalty when there's
Yes,
a resurgence of crime, right?
but yes, by the way, Colorado also already abolished its death penalty because at that time, no 1999 and I think between 90 to 1999, they were really focusing on being tough on crimes, but it looks like it didn't work. That's why they're changing now. They're now focusing more on rehabilitation. So let's not make the same mistake, but learn from other countries and jurisdictions. You know, the U.S. is not even a signatory of the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child, but it's also trying to focus on rehabilitation now. Hindi naman ibig sabihin nito hindi natin tutukan yung mga victims because they need support and they need to heal. Pero we just need to find the right solution to this kind of problem, which is yung violence that the young people are committing nowadays.
The council is about 10 years old because this law is, well, 10 years old.
Yeah.
Can you cite to us cases where youth were successfully rehabilitated?
We just got the data from last year. Children below 15 years of age, that means you can't file a case against them. And they underwent rehabilitation, the rehabilitation process. We got this from I think 60 to 70% of our Bahay Pag-asas, they were committed there. And 96% of them, around 400 children po ito says, 96% of them actually got rehabilitated and only 4% are still under the rehabilitation program because it's still not, they're still trying to progress. So,
All right.
hindi
So
pa siya
96% is
Yes
a
po,
very good rate of
Yes po.
rehabilitation. How about those who were charged at the age of 15 and above, between the age of 15 and 18, right? Because between
Yes,
the ages, right, they can still be
Yeah,
criminally
they can still,
liable.
you're right. Yes, the focus is also on rehabilitation. And we have a lot of success stories on these kids na they were charged of crime and then later on they got rehabilitated. But there are also some, not a lot, who went to prison because this rehabilitation was not successful. But this is what we saw based from yung monitoring namin. Usually, younger children have bigger chance of rehabilitation than
Hence
young
the
people.
argument, hence the
Yes.
call to bring it to make it lower.
Actually,
Actually, that's actually the reverse.
the reverse, yes po.
Yes,
Oo,
the
kasi,
reverse.
okay, back to the Colorado, lesson. What they saw, tinatawag nila doon is snowball effect. When you criminalize a child at a very young age, between 10 to 13, usually what happens is when they grow older, they keep coming back and getting incarcerated again and again. So naging ano siya, snowball effect.
Okay.
So they
So that's
decided to
the
go for
argument against
rehabilitation.
lowering the age of
Yes.
criminal liability. But let's
Yes.
go back to the statistics. For those ranging from 15 to 18,
Oo,
the
oo.
statistics are lower, but what are they?
Actually, I don't have the statistics. I'm just saying, I'm sorry, I don't have it now, but I can post it on our website later on. But
Okay.
usually, rehabilitation is also successful. Pero compared to, I was talking about kids between 18 to 21 and below 18. Usually, yung mga 18 to 21, sila yung mas nagiging
Mahirap na.
recidivist mahirap na. But they're actually, ano na, of majority age. And I'm not sure if it's because they don't have the same kind of rehabilitation programs the way a kid would have kasi nga nasa kulungan na sila. Pero sila yung usually recidivist, and that study is you can find it in as a pattern in different jurisdictions, not just ours.
All right. Now, the myth is that underage children are not detained, cannot be detained if they commit a crime.
Yeah.
So this is a myth,
This is
right?
a misinformation.
But where
Yeah.
are they kept?
They are placed in Bahay Pag-asa. That's also, we don't call it a detention center because we want to be sensitive about it, but it's actually a detention center
So we
because,
should call it Bahay Pag-asa.
yeah, we call it Bahay Pag-asa to be sensitive and we don't want to label the kids.
Yeah.
But it's a detention center in the sense that when the child is committed there, they will take away that child's liberty. So hindi siya malaya doon. He or she cannot go out freely. The parents cannot get him or her out whenever they want. Wala, mga visitations lang, etc.
They
But
cannot
no
leave
freedom.
Bahay Pag-asa.
No, they cannot unless the court orders otherwise.
Okay.